Hey guys, how's it going? We are back, we are streaming, and today we are doing Satisfactory. Yeah, I am doing good, although I did get woken up this morning to the seagulls going through the bins, so yeah, had to kind of wake up quite quickly and just kind of get used, kind of sort all of that out because they were going through the rubbish and all of it was blowing down the street. I can't word today. That's a good sign for a stream. So yeah, but that meant that I got up quite early and I've been quite productive today. I have done some work on some shorts. I think I edited 4 shorts today and did the captions for 2 more. And I'm now in a position where I can, I've got shorts scheduled 1 a day for the next 7 days, which in terms of like, how I do that, it's quite kind of complicated. I've got a big spreadsheet and things to like balance my time and things. But yeah, for me, that's quite good to be that far ahead. It means I have a little bit of breathing room, especially because I am going away at the end of the month. Me and my partner are going on holiday, and yeah, we just need that kind of break because after moving house and everything, yeah, you just need a little bit of time away from everything, away from the stress of life, and yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It's something we do every year at the same time, and it's become a bit of a tradition for us. So yeah, other than that, I am doing good. I'm excited to do Satisfactory. I have done a lot of planning for this. While moving house, I've been kind of looking at the rates of things and putting things into Modeller, and in fact, I could show you in a moment what I've been working on and what the plan is for today. So I think without further ado, let's head into the game. And then if I do that and go over here, you should be able to see this. This is Satisfactory Modeller, and this is the plan for the iron factory. Now, if I go into future and go to future iron factory here, this is the eventual plan. So I've worked out the maximum rates that you can get for all of the different items, and we will be using alternate recipes, and we'll be making iron rods, iron plates, reinforced iron plates, rotors, modular frames, smart plating, stators, and motors. But like all of these rates and things we will gradually improve on over time. And if we head over here, all looks very complicated, but rest assured, we just take it step at a time. So we're going to have 4 pure iron nodes here, and they're going to all go into the iron ingots, and then the iron ingots are going to do lots of complicated logistic stuff that's definitely going to fry my brain. And then we have iron rods, iron plates. We're going to use the iron wire recipe and the iron pipe recipe. We'll have to check whether we've unlocked those. And then we just follow it all through step by step. And reinforced plates, modular frames, rotors, modular frames, I've said that, smart plating, and motors and stators down here. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of work to get all of this working, but it's definitely going to be needed because that's going to hopefully supply our iron for the foreseeable future. So if I just do that and then head over here just to get my windows back great. Hopefully you could see all of that. And yeah, let's go into the game. Yep, I've got everything working. As a streamer, you need to have your eyes absolutely everywhere. I'm monitoring my audio levels. I'm monitoring my music. I've got my planner open. I've got a preview over here. I've got chat. It's very important that I have chat as a streamer so that you guys can talk to me and I can talk to you. And then I've got my activity feed, and most importantly, the game. So, yeah, we are going to be building an iron factory today. It's going to be a very kind of just factory building one today, but that's okay. It is what's needed, and it would be a good idea if you guys could hear the game as well. There we go. I say I'm monitoring all of my audio meters, but didn't notice that you couldn't hear the game. So what the plan is we are going to build it here. Now, we're going to be using the same nodes that we're using over here in order to make the factory, but we're not going to disconnect those from what we've already built until we're ready and the product can be replaced, because otherwise, as we're building, we may run out of all of the different pieces, and then we could essentially soft lock ourselves. But then, once we built the factory, all of this will be going. You may have noticed that it is completely screwless, and that is because I've chosen alternate recipes, because when you start involving screws and scaling up the production, you end up with... is that bird frozen? No? Okay. Yeah, you end up with like, oh, this thing needs 4,000 screws, and you're like, oh, that's a logistical nightmare, and it affects your performance. So, yeah, one of the things I will be doing in this world is going completely screwless. Obviously, we're not screwless at the moment because we need alternate recipes and all of that kind of thing. But, yeah, it's going to be a bit of a challenge to do. So let's first of all just check on our doggos, and we've got some iron rods, and Raspberry has nothing for us. Okay, so we are... what's in our inventory at the moment? That is a load of rubbish. That can't go in. Let's just sort this a little bit. That can go up. That can go up. As can that. And that. And sort again. The leaves can go into our biomass thing. Not that we're particularly using that at the moment because we're on coal power. And let's not mess this up again. Leaves into this one. But we may as well convert it into solid biofuel. We've got computers here, and yeah, we have a lot that we just need to upload. So I'm wondering, let's just do a different order for this. That goes up, and then we can put the computers in. We probably don't need limestone. We'll keep the coal on us. We won't need iron ingots. There's an automated miner there. Come on. We need to upgrade this at some point. So it uploads faster. Sulfur, I think I've got storage for over here. One of these. Yes, there's sulfur that can go in there. And got copper sheets that we've got being made already. We don't need the screws. Shouldn't need that. And shouldn't need that. We'll keep some of them on us. And yep, I'd say that's a good start. So the first thing that we need to do, and I need to get open my spreadsheet, which is over here, and just zoom in on that a little bit. have to go between the screens, so it does mean that I am moving a bit, but let's not have that open. Oh gosh, tabs. I need another screen. Activity feed. There we go. So yeah, first thing we are going to need is we're going to need some concrete, and we should already have a ton of concrete over here. So let's have a look. Yes, perfect. So let's just grab. Let's start with that, and then it will kick into gear and make some more if we need it. So I've made a little note on the right hand side of my screen as to the size that we're going to need. And have we got a building one? Yes, we do. So we are going to be going 22 in width and 32 in length. So if we change the mode to zoop, oh, I really hope this fits. That's actually going to be quite high up. So that's 12 so far. We will be building kind of supports and things for this, so if we went, let's just go 6 for now. Yeah, it's going to hang off the side either way, and I've lost count of what we do, how many we've got. So if we hold that down, and I think that's 18 that we had there, and we need 22. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. So that's going to be the width of our factory. When I said this is a mega factory, I was not kidding. And then we've got to do by 32. So that's 11. And that's going to be 21. That's going to be 31, and then that makes 32. Gosh. Oh, but look at how cool our coal thing looks. We're going to have to, I do want them all to kind of look realistic, so we are probably going to have like a lot of kind of support pillars and things underneath, but we are deliberately going over the ocean for eventually when we get refineries and we can make pure iron ingots rather than just coming straight from the miner. So this is going to be a lot of repetitiveness, so apologies for that, and hopefully my system can keep up, because I do not have mods on this as I am playing Satisfactory on a Mac, which in terms of content creation I love using a Mac, but in terms of games and game availability it certainly has its limits. But considering that kind of like I'm very familiar with Final Cut, I grew up using iMovie as a editing software, so, and I've kind of got like the Apple ecosystem as they call it, with loads of different well, an Apple Watch, an iPhone, and it all just kind of talks to each other. So yeah, I'm playing through NVIDIA at the moment that allows me to play Satisfactory. Otherwise, if I couldn't do that, I think I'd be quite sad, to be honest, as I love this game. In fact, I love this game so much that last time I streamed this, I had 25 shorts that came from it. And I've just noticed that there's a slug in there. Now, do we have Nobilis? We have 24. Perfect. So we're going to engage in a bit of a battle here. Let's just come down. There we go. And let's grab a Nobelisk and let's blow this up. Oh, yeah. Let's get the yellow slug. Nice. And now let's head back up. Ooh. Ah, that's annoying. We'll have to go under for now. Oh, we do have a little bit of clipping here, but that's okay. And we can get back to building. How are we all doing today? Are we doing good? It's quite warm in my office. That is something that I am going to have to keep an eye on, because in the UK we don't have air conditioning, but my office is south-facing, which means in the mornings it's perfect, but yeah. By this time, the sun is right on a window just here. And yeah, it starts heating up the room. I do have a fan behind me, so I may need to turn that on if it does get too warm. But yeah, have to kind of keep cool for content. You need that on a t-shirt. That is such a good slogan. And we're out of concrete, so let's get some more. But yeah, keep cool for content is like such a kind of, you need that, like, that's such a good brand idea. Someone's probably already done it, but like, if I was in the position where I did merch, that would definitely be on it. Let's grab some more concrete and we can put the yellow slug away. That's actually full, but that's okay. So hopefully we'll have enough concrete, but if not, we do have a little factory there. Oh, just got some frame droppage, some frame lag. Was that actual frame drop or just... I think that was just a little bit of the gameplay, so... I know it's a bit boring to start with, but we do have to start with a base for the factory. How's it going? It is going well. I am a little bit warm, but I am excited to be doing Satisfactory again. We are building a iron factory today, and I've planned all of this out, but we need a base for it, and that is what we're working on now. Not surprised that my system's struggling a little bit trying to place all of this, but yeah, it's going well. I'm happy to be streaming. How are you today? And let's go over here. And that's going to be the final bit there. Whoa, this is going to be a big factory. Good, a little bit frazzled after a long day at work. Yep, that is understandable, but now you can come to my stream and forget about work. You don't have to worry about any of that, because, yeah, just relax, have the stream open, get yourself a drink, and just do what you need after a long day at work. So, on the first layer, we are eventually going to have refineries, but I don't think we've unlocked that yet. No. I'll just have a look at how long till we unlock refineries, but then we'd need to find hard drives, so yeah, that's a whole different thing of like working with the pure iron. Am I going to use the new elevators for this factory? I hadn't actually thought about it because it wasn't at the top of my mind, but I certainly could do. I've designed it so that I've kept a gap all the way around the edge. So, yeah, I could definitely put that in. That's a very good idea. So we get refineries with this, and for that we need motors. So we're going to be making motors in this factory. In fact, I can show you what it is that we're building today if I do this. So this is the plan for today. We've got 4 miners mining pure iron. We're going to make it into iron ingots, and then we're going to do complicated iron stuff, and it's going to go up to different levels, and we're going to be making rods, plates, wire and pipes. The wire and pipes is just an ingredient. The screen still shows the game. So you couldn't see any of that. There we go. Thank you for that. So here we go. Can you see that now? It's because I'm looking over here. I'm not looking at what I've got on the screen. So yeah, you can see it now. Okay. So we've got the 4 pure iron nodes. We're then going to turn them into iron ingots, and then we've got this complicated mess of conveyor belts that I've had to work out. That is going to then make the rods, the plates, the wire and the pipes. The wire and the pipes is just going to be used for ingredients for other things, but we'll keep some of the rods and the plates as a product of the factory. And then we're going to be making reinforced iron plates. The reinforced iron plates and the rods are going to make modular frames. And then we're also going to be making rotors and stators, and the rotors and the reinforced plates will make smart plating, and the rotors and the stators will make motors. Looks very complicated but well organized. Yes. Got to see whether we can actually make it in the game or not, but yeah. So what were we going back for? We were checking the refineries, but that isn't going to be something that we do today. However, we will need to do the height of it. So we've got going to have a logistics floor here, and if I go to here, I've worked out the height of that logistics floor, and that is going to be 8 meters. So we're going to put a wall, in fact, just so we can keep track of positions. There is no center to this one, which is a little bit annoying. I'm building it on an even, but I think that's going to be fine. Actually, yeah, I was going to say we start colouring it in, but then we'll have to do that for each level, and I think decoration comes later. So for now, we'll just start in the corner. Although maybe we have an elevator in the corner. That could be quite cool. So 2 temporary walls, and then we're going to have a floor here. So let's just go 10 in that direction and 10 there. And let's have the elevator in the corner. Personal elevator. And hopefully this works out nicely. Do we need to put the full elevator in before we put the floors? Or if I do that... Yes, I can then do the next floor. Okay, cool. So, yeah, we'll have our little elevator in the corner. We will have to work out how we're powering this, but that's... let's get to our power one. Let's just bring it off of here. And we will neaten up our power at some point, but not right now. We just want to kind of get the main bits in. So we can edit this as we go. So 0.5 logistics / input / ground floor, and let's select an icon, and we can do that one, and the color, I think we can do a nice little blue. Oh, I accidentally loaded my purple in there. There we go. And then this one is going to be floor 1, and that is going to be iron ingots. We'll do factory and make it silver. Something a bit like that. Confirm. So if we now go up, hey, floor 1, iron ingots. That's so cool. So yeah, we'll be bringing all the stuff in here. Eventually we will have water extractors under this factory that allow us to take advantage of the pure recipe. But for now, we need to get the machines in before we work out logistics. So let's get another floor in. It would be nice to have 2D Zoop. Don't think that's in the game. And we're definitely going to need some more concrete. Yeah, it'd definitely be nice to just kind of build the entire thing. I know we've got vertical nudging, which was like a mod that most people were using. Let's do that. But I don't think 2D Zoop is in the game yet, so it's disappointing. I think that would make a welcome addition to the game. Although I did find out earlier when I was lurking in someone's stream that currently the developers for Satisfactory are on holiday, and when they come back after the summer, they may release a new update to Satisfactory, possibly Satisfactory 1.2, which, if that's the case, that would be amazing, but I'm happy with just exploring the new 1.1 features. I know I am quite late to the party with those, but I think that's okay. And this is definitely a lot of concrete. Could someone work out how much concrete this is? It takes 7 pieces of concrete per foundation, and the dimensions of this are on the side of the screen. So 22 by 32 by 7 is how much concrete one floor takes. In fact, I think, isn't there a calculator built in? 22 times 32 times 7. Almost 5,000 concrete per floor. That's a little bit insanity. Yeah, that's insane. That's like 10 stacks of concrete. Hopefully our factory will be able to keep up with the rate at which we're going. Just got this little corner to do. Now obviously at the moment the factory's going to look quite empty because I think we're only using 36 smelters, and eventually we'll be using how many refineries are we going to be using? I think it's if I go to here and open that. Oh, I haven't numbered them. So if I go to the plan, eventually I will be using 137 refineries. So yeah, when we get to that stage, I hope we'll have like kind of blueprints and things. Oh, I reckon we'll have blueprint. We might have blueprints at this stage, actually. It's hard to remember the progress. There we go, back into Satisfactory, and we're getting a very nice sunset. That is very pretty. So let's go up to this corner, and I think, yes, this is the final bit. Cool. We've already got our torch on, which is very good. And yeah, we now need to start getting some smelters in. So we're going to be bringing them in at a rate of 270. So, and we need 9 per input. We'll have 4 different inputs, so let's go production, smelter. I might just work out where the center is. If I get, I think it's this one that I use to mark things out. So 2. That's 3, 4. So that's on 5. Yep. And then we put this one on the 5th one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we do the same thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And these 2 are center ones that we can do like that. So that's how we'll mark out where the center is. And yeah, I know the smelters won't be staying, but it'd still be nice to make them neat. This is going to be a very kind of number heavy stream today, but I hope that's okay. Do we have blueprints? Architecture, production, organization. I don't know if we have blueprints. Oh, we do. Blueprint designer. Have we got some blueprints already then? Production, 6 smelters. Aha, perfect. So we need 9. So we can put 6 there. And then we'll just put the rest. Let's nudge. So that's 7. 8. 9. Yeah, we'll definitely need some elegant power system here, but we'll probably get that on the ceiling and have that come from the elevator, which I think is a really cool way of getting power up through the elevator. So we'll now need some floor holes, and they're gonna go like that. So is that? No, didn't think that was lined up. Because it's, did you mean to have the plan still up? I did not, no. Ugh, gosh, forgot about that. Thank you for that, chat. Right, let's lock this and let's nudge. And how long have I had the plan up for? That is so annoying. You thought it might be intentional. Oh, okay. No. I should have noticed when I was glancing over, but I'm a little bit frazzled today. I think the heat in this room is getting to me, so I might have to turn on a fan at some point, and hopefully that doesn't mess up my audio. Right, we put the floor holes in, and what rate of iron ingot is it? 30 per minute. You think Satisfactory is like doing redstone on stream? I would definitely agree with that. Maybe even worse than doing redstone on stream, because Satisfactory is so technical, or at least the way I choose to play it is. So that's 6. So we're going to need to have that's 9, and then we'll need to have 4 of these going down. So if we get I think there's a, yep, there we go. Right, how do we line this up? It's lined up there, and I'd say that's enough of a gap. So then definitely going to take advantage of blueprints for this. And then we go into dismantle mode and just get rid of those 3. Yes. So then we just do that again a few times. If I middle click here, and if I was to go into just build mode, why can I not middle click this? And okay, I can do it like that. I thought there was a way for me to middle click blueprints. Yes. Words are going well today, chat. So we should probably grab some iron rods and some wire, just so we're not constantly taking from the depot. So let's head over to our copper area. And just grab a couple of stacks of wire, and I think we need rods as well. So let's go, where is it? It's over here somewhere. Let's check out our doggos. And ooh, aluminium casing. Thank you very much. And quick wire. They're good doggos, aren't they? And let's go up here. Rods, rods, rods. I see rods here. How does a ghost build in Satisfactory? They use blueprints. Chat, you're as bad as me. I'm meant to be the one that's having bad jokes, not you. That is quite funny though. Right, let's head back. We've got some materials now. I think because our factory is right here, it's fine to just grab the materials. How is our power doing at the moment? Doing okay. Only using about half of it, so... Let's head up here. We did grab all those materials, only to need to build one more. So let's lock the hologram and put it here. Let's head up and build mode, and then I can dismantle those three. And final one. It's been so long since I built a factory, a lot of the controls are I'm having to remind myself of, because like I was being quite efficient when we used to build factories, but yeah, I took quite a big break when I moved house. Huh? Why are those not lined up? Are these lined up? No. So let's middle click this, and okay, I think they were half a thing off. There we go. That's all lined up. And this one is also lined up. Got to make it satisfying. I mean, that's kind of the name of the game. Kind of? I mean, it is literally the name of the game. So then we're going to have to do the weird offsetness of all of these. focus mode for a moment. Now that song is stuck in your head. What song is that? My music? Have I accidentally given you an earworm or something? Oh, name of the game, ABBA. Oh, it didn't even occur to me. What's the name of the game? No, I can't sing that. I'll get dinged because I'm too good. YouTube copyright will think that that's actually ABBA singing it. So, yeah, because I'm such a good singer. Right? Sure. See? Chat agrees. There's definitely no hints of sarcasm in there at all. Just like there's no hints of sarcasm in my voice. Because I've never been sarcastic, ever. Okay, and then final one. The key presses I have to do with this. Like, let's just work it out. So I position it, I press H, I press Control, and then move it to the right. Right, or move it to the left. Crisscross! Everybody clap your hands. Well, now it's definitely a lie. Yeah, that's because I'm assuming that's about me being sarcastic. And it's absolutely the truth that I am never sarcastic. Tractors have messed up again. Why? What is going on down there? Oh, and of course it's this side. Out of fuel? I'm in the middle of building a factory here. How have I not rage quit yet because of the tractors? That is a very good question. We're going to take a momentary break, and we are going to go and work out what's happening with this tractor. Just because I don't want this to affect the steel production, because we'll probably be using a fair bit of steel for the factory and things, and I don't want that to run out. Let's get some more coal. I don't want to be in a position where I'm building a machine and I don't have enough steel to do it, and then we have to wait for the factory to kick on again. Right, off we go. We should make a hyper cannon that launches us over there. That's not a bad idea, actually. And I know I am totally ling right now, but if we made a hyper cannon that kind of launched us all the way, that would be a lot quicker. Would it be quicker? Or is that a project for another stream? I think that's a project for another stream. I'm going to add that as a note. Okay. Good. A tractor fixing hypercannon. I mean, hopefully we can fix it once and for all, but go on, chat. What do you reckon? Do I make a hypercannon so that I can fly over there? What do hypercannons need? Need some of that, which we've got. We've got that. There, we've got all the materials that we would need for it. Yes, hypercannons are always fun. Okay, so if you don't know what a hypercannon is, you are about to find out. Let's just put it here. And do I have a hypercannon thing? No, let's set one up. Let's put that on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And we're gonna. So it's been ages since I've done this. We want a support. Support there. Support there. Support. Oh, fall down a little bit. So then we connect that to there. We connect every other one. And then we can delete these ones. Now, we could massively undershoot this and end up in the pink forest. Or we could overshoot and end up in the ocean. Now, we probably need it to turn a little bit. So if we went somewhere kind of over here and went high and at an angle, that seemed maybe. Let's go somewhere. That seems a bit much. Can we? Okay, so that lines up here. And if it then kind of, we want it to go over there, maybe something like that. And this one can connect to there. And hopefully this will launch us. We then need to put the entrances on. So entrance there. Entrance. And then we're going to need to power this. So let's just have power line. all the way along. Where can we bring the power from? There we go. So we can power that one, power that one. And finally these ones. Now we are going to hit save right now, just in case this goes horrifically badly and catapults us out of the world. Are we ready, chat? 3, 2, 1. Okay. This we want a parachute on. Okay, that doesn't look like enough force. Or it's quite a steep angle. So let's parachute back down. And yeah, we need to go, I think, higher, but at less of an angle. I think that last one slowed us down quite a bit. Our factories look cool from up here, though. Right, let's fly back. Yeah, I think I did undershoot, definitely, by quite a bit, so... I think it's that last one. I think if we put that... because there, that's quite an angle there. So I think we add some more. Now, while I'm working on this, I'm just going to get rid of that so we don't get shot to infinity. Oh, unless it was because of that. Let's try this again. To connect to there. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely going to need some more power there. I think the angle would be okay now that we've got rid of that bit at the end. But yeah, we definitely need... although maybe it needs to be a bit higher. Yeah, let's add some more. By this point, we could be over and have fixed the tractors, but we absolutely love doing a...
Squirrel!
And we get to look around the landscape and see this wonderful world. You like that button? Yep. It's a very cool button. Also the fact that it's animated on my Stream Deck here. I can just press it and go...
Squirrel!
Yeah. Right, let's get rid of this, and we need to head back to our hyper cannon one. And then we want to connect that to there. And this one... Maybe we just go straight and then we turn in the air. And then we want to get the entrances. And we want it... not on that one. We want it here. Oh yeah, we need to get rid of these. That's what's messing me up a little bit. And then we need to power it. Power pole there, power pole there, power pole there. Get rid of this one. And get rid of that. Power to there. That one. Okay, and then we connect the whole thing to some power. From here to there, they are all green. Okay, and let's save again. And... ready. 3, 2, 1, blast off! It's looking promising. Could maybe do with a little more. Look up. Hey, it's pretty dang good in all honesty. Yep, I'm happy with that. Yeah, I could maybe just add one more, but that's fine. Hyper cannons are so much fun. And we'll need to have one on the way back, so I wonder if we could hypercannon off the roof of the factory. That would be cool. Then we wouldn't need to gain as much height. So, oh, we'll take our elevator. Where is the elevator? Is it coming down? It's coming down slowly. Could go up that ramp, but the elevator is more fun. And then we're going to want to go to the trucks floor. Right, out of fuel. Well, there is no coal coming from here. There's coal there. And the coal, if we put our jetpack back on, the coal has run out. So there is going to be a problem with the coal one. I don't want to be viewing this one because that looks like it's the limestone one. There's also no iron, but that could be because it's run out of fuel. So there 2 that are saying they've got a problem? Okay. So something's wrong with the coal. And I'm just going to put a tractor down and just do this to load a path. There's no vehicles. What? Why is there no vehicles? Did I just forget to put more tractors in? This is the iron. Yeah, there's no limestone one. And the iron's messed up anyway. Because if we're seeing this and it's stopping there... Right. Let's go in, load into the iron one, and let's delete that one. So this side has no problems. What is the difference here? It's got a wider area to turn, but I've never had a problem with this side. So I do think a redesign might be needed, because I think it comes under here first of all, and then it gets confused when there's one that's stopped that's here. So do we take a lot of this down and redo it? Okay, I've got an idea. Let's take this down. Undo this. That tractor can go as well. We are going to probably cut off the full supply. And that one. And there's a box here that's just, we can just remove all of that. My plan, and I'll just get rid of those as well. My plan is to have it so that the first one has to kind of unload over here. So it kind of comes in and imagine that I'm a tractor. It comes down, it turns, it unloads. Then the other one can come over here and can unload. And then the other one can come over here and unload. Let's just remove that. Okay, that gives us a bit of space to work. So we do need the coal to fuel the other ones, but we could also just take off of that one there. Hopefully this will fix our issues once and for all. How far over can we go? Let's go to there. And is it? Let's get rid of this one, this one. And then we can extend the road over. We can neaten it up in a bit, but let's just get the logistics working first. What rate am I meant to be bringing this in at? 120, so let's use... We can just use a Mark II there. Oh, fueling this one's going to be a pain. Right. That clears it here. We can get rid of that, put one there. There is a plan in my head. Hopefully it works. This was 120, so... There we go, that can connect to there. And then we had a Mark II. And okay, so that's the iron going back up. Haha, cool. So this one will go in that way. I will just need to place a tractor, drive the tractor, and let's just do... What happens if we get rid of that tractor as well? Got my brains all over the place here. I was meant to be building an iron factory today, not debugging our steel factory. So if I do that. Okay. So then we just need to delete the other paths and we can set up the coal path. Then we can set up the... Let's get all the conveyors in, then let's do pathing. So... Oh, there's a box here. Can take that. Is there any more boxes around here? Not that I can see. This is going to be coal in. We're east. What's my naming convention for this one? Steel, coal, unload, and then direction. So, steel, coal, unload, east. Steel, coal, unload, east. And then let's have another one. With a gap between them. In fact, if we went further in, like that. I think I was powering this from underneath, wasn't I? I'm gonna have to put power underneath. Somewhere there. Let's get a ladder. And let's connect that to there. Okay, that one is powered. Now we need to get power to this one. And then let's get the final one in. And we want to get the asphalt thing in. And this is going to be called Steel, Iron, Unload, East. And steel, limestone, unload, east. And then we need to power that one. And then everything should have a green light. Yes, and we can now get rid of this and cover it back up. Now we need to work on the roots. So we want to delete both of these. And then we're going to put some... We're going to start... Where do we start? Let's start up here on this corner. And coal, I've got 100 on me. Right. Let's record. And then this one heads down. This is going to be the iron one. Goes down here. And then this is the crucial bit. It heads down. And then goes here, where it then unloads. And then it heads back up to here and continues that loop. So let's exit, follow it. So it turns here, so it bypasses this one, that's good. It unloads there, then heads this way, down here, where it then unloads there. We don't want it to unload at this one, so let's delete that node, and I think we can delete this node as well. And let's just see if this runs okay. Record menu, save the path, let's enter a name for it. Steel, iron, east. Save, load the path, and why can I not show /hide? Hide path nodes, there we go. Enable autopilot, and hopefully this one should start unloading the iron. So it's going to head over here, load the iron. And we should start seeing the iron flowing. Yep. Oh, that wasn't good. Thankfully we've got a ladder over here. I cannot ladder. Right. Hopefully we haven't missed it. Okay, it's there. Come on. Bypass that one. Yep. Okay. So that's bypass that. perfect, and don't know why there isn't iron there. Is there iron in anything? Not iron here. Okay, we'll just leave that one running and see if it brings iron the next time. But while we're doing that, we're going to want some coal. And tractor goes here. Put some coal in. And let's drive. Open record menu. Start recording. So that's just going to come up to here. It's then going to load and go down here. Be aware of the other tractor. This is going to be limestone. So this will then head past. It will stop. And then it will head back up here. And we need to get out of the way. Let's just head up here. So that's going to be steel, limestone, east. Let's save and let's check the path. Stops here, turns around, goes down, and then unloads there. Perfect. So if I go into the tractor, hide the path nodes, and load onto this one, and open record, enable autopilot, and then go out. It hopefully will teleport in a moment. Yeah, it's going to be a bit weird to start with because of where I started it. There we go, that's teleporting. We'll now check on the iron. No iron yet. It's a little worrying. Why is there no iron? There is iron heading into the thing. Yeah, there's iron here. And that's full of iron. So why is it not unloading? Oh, because I need to set it to an unload station. Ah. So there's this little switch at the bottom. Unload. Unload. And unload. Let's get final bits of conveyor in. Splitter coming out of here to there. And we're going to want a... We can take a Mark III. It'll be fine. Splitter here. this is the coal. Let's get the coal path in, and that can start filling up with coal, and then we can work out how everything else refuels. Okay. Nearly there. Tractor. Let's grab some coal. Put that in. Record. Start recording. Now you're gonna head up to here. Where you're going to load. And then turn. And now we have to avoid the other tractors. So we go down to here. And then we're going to take a left as soon as we get in. Gonna unload. Unloading. And then this is gonna head straight back across. A little bit of lag there. Hopefully that's okay. That turns in front of us. And we wait for this one. We'll have to sort some of these delays, I think. Go past. Go on. Go on. You know you want to. Okay. So now save this one as steel, coal, east, save, and we make sure it's loaded on the path. Go to queue, we hide the path nodes, we enable autopilot, and there we go. No, we needed to check that path, didn't we? Come back, come back. Oh, no. Let's grab a drink. It's quite warm in here. EQ, disable autopilot, show path nodes. So there is a 0-second wait here. Unless we just delete the node. Yeah, so it stops there, loads, then comes all the way down here, which is fine. Then it goes around here. Pauses there, comes back over. That all looks fine. And then here it's weird, so let's just delete that node. Let the tractor past. And delete that one. Delete. Delete. Delete and delete, and it'll head over to here. Cool. So then we can turn autopilot back on, all the way up here. So hide the path nodes, enable autopilot, let's do that. That should then sort the coal all the way down. Let's see if we can beat it. And we just need to connect the conveyor belts up into the system, and then this should be fixed. This was not what I was planning on doing today. I was planning on building a mega iron factory. But this has certainly derailed us. Okay, so iron. That can come there. Then that can go over. And we can have a splitter. Going into there. So then this turns tightly around, does a little bit of a wiggle to get to here, and yeah, that's not the neatest. So let's do a little curve. I think that's fine. And then we just need to connect this. That's gonna go over all of this. And where does that line up to? I think that's lined up there. And then connect into that one. Here comes the coal. Everything is moving correctly. And thank goodness for that. And we haven't done decoration yet, but that can be a task for another time. Now, I am certainly quite hot right now. Let's make sure we save this. Let's do that. So I'm going to be taking a break, maybe a 5-10 minute break, just to kind of freshen up, hydrate. I think I'm going to turn the fan on, and yeah. So during this break we will be playing a game called Words on Stream, and this is a kind of anagram game where you'll be given a bunch of letters and you need to find the words, just put them into chat. There is about a 10 to 15 second cooldown per person, but just guess as many words as you can while I'm on a break, and I will see you shortly. Make sure you hydrate as well, guys. And we are back. Let's just get our tabs back how we like them. Hope you all had a good break, and yeah, I've had a freshen up. I've now got a nice cold drink. just right here, just some Vimto. So yeah, can you hear the fan in the background? Is that really loud? I've had to put that on because of how warm it is in here, because I was overheating. So yeah, just check the words on stream. You don't think you can hear it? Good. Yeah, close down words on stream. Okay, so that took longer than expected, but during the... Oh, I misaligned that. Well, it's going to be wonky. We will come back and sort it another time, because I am sick of these trucks, but hopefully... and we've got to decorate it anyway. In fact, Fredo, could you make a note of that for next stream? So that I can come back and work on neatening the trucks and adding decoration. If you just put like truck decoration and conveyors, I'll know what that means. So yeah, now what we're going to do is we're going to build a hypercannon right the way on the roof. So let's head all the way up. Aww, thank you, elevator. That's really nice. I love that there's just little Easter eggs when you're riding the elevators. Was this as high as I could go? I think so. No. Why are we not at the top? Oh, because we haven't labelled it. There you go. And then we head across to the next elevator, and we go up to the storage floor. Here we are. Perfect. So then let's have a hypercannon here that sends us back home. And we want to get to this one. And we'll just have it... Ooh, we could try it on a diagonal. Nah, let's do it like how we know how to do it. You've been playing for 2 hours. We did just take a break, Ada, so we might have gone a little bit overboard there, but let's connect this up. And that connects to there. I mean, we did undershoot a tiny bit before, so as long as this doesn't send us completely off the edge of the map, we should be fine, right? And then we'll do one more there, and we want to head over like that. And oh, we went straight the last time, so yeah, imagine going straight. Couldn't be me as a non-binary person. Something like that, and get rid of that one. Get rid of all of these other supports, and we're going to head back to our iron factory and continue working on that, which is what we were meant to be doing today before tractors took over. Right. If I was dating another they-them non-binary person, would I be straight? Probably not. I don't think that's how it works. Because to be straight, you have to date someone the opposite gender as you. And I think the opposite of non-binary would be, well, non-binary is like, in my interpretation at least, kind of not male, not female. So maybe agender is the opposite of non-binary, but or trigender? I don't know. Maybe you need someone that is kind of gender fluid, and then it could be a straight relationship. But I am very happy being part of the LGBT community. It represents who I am and who I feel like I am. Would it be a straight relationship? I don't think so. I think regardless of when you're non-binary, whatever relationship you're in is a queer relationship. So, let's just have power line here and connect that up to there. You forgot what straight was. Imagine forgetting what straight was. Ooh, a little bit of lag there. Hopefully it's all okay, but we will save before we go in here. Connect to you, and let's save before anything could go wrong. There we go. Right. Are we ready for liftoff? 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Okay, this is working quite well. We will want the parachute on. We'll head over here. Come on. Oh, somehow we've managed to undershoot it. Okay. Have we managed to undershoot it? Ooh. We are close. That's not too bad. I think that's good enough for now. We can fine-tune it at a later date. Your brain said, "Ah yes, straight when you're attracted to the same gender as yourself." No, brain, that's the opposite. Yep, that is certainly the opposite. Yeah. It's okay. Life is confusing. It's certainly quicker than taking the Explorer. Unless innocent creatures die from hyper cannons. Ooh, Alcad aluminium sheet. Thank you very much. Oh, more of it. I like these doggos. We can just put all of that in there. Right. We want to have that open. So we've got our first. We'll head back to the iron factory now. And yep, we're not seeing any error messages. That's good. So now we've got to work out how we get all of the iron ore into here. So we are probably going to want to bring them all down to the floor level. So, and then, oh god, what's it called? we're going to manifold into all of this. Satisfactory should make lizard doggo teddies as merch. I think they do. I think if you search Satisfactory merch, then they have lizard doggos on the site. I could not tell you what the site is, but I think they definitely have them. And there we go. Let's go. I'm curious now. We should check out the Satisfactory merch. We're bringing in 270 into each one of these. It's called lizarddoggo.com. Okay. And that's an interesting thing from Stream Elements. About the link moderation. So, Fredo, could you add onto the list of things to do to check the permissions of that command? Because you should be able to post links as a mod. But we don't want that message appearing whenever you post a link. Thank you. So we'll manifold into this. And then we just need to do the same thing 4 times. There's a lot of repetition in Satisfactory, isn't there? So they do have lizard doggo teddies. Oh, that is so cool. Maybe I need a lizard doggo teddy in my background. My background is something that I want to work on. My plan is that behind me I will have a bookshelf, and that bookshelf will have lots of little kind of trinkets that are kind of related to streaming, and then I'm going to soundproof the room. I have a load of soundproof paneling down here ready to put up, and I think we're waiting on an Amazon delivery for just the final few bits, but over time you will gradually see my background change. There'll be a big bookshelf over here, well, back there, and yeah, it'll have lots of little trinkets, and it definitely needs a lizard doggo teddy. That would be so cool to have, like, on my shelves. And yeah, you'll hear hopefully you'll hear a difference with the soundproofing. There we go. It is annoying having everything 1 meter off grid. Sent me a photo in Discord. Those are so cute. That is adorable. Let's see, can I show the stream? How do I download that? Save image. And then we want to go over to here. And where was that saved? Save it to downloads, and there we go. That is the lizard doggo teddies that are available on the Satisfactory website. I think that'd be so cool to have on a shelf back here somewhere. Yeah, I'll probably need to look into that when I'm decorating my shelves. That is so cool. Let's just get my tabs back open. Let's minimize that one. It would be really cool. It would, yeah. I think this one, and activity feed, and then my previewing program. Cool. Yeah, I like that a lot. They also have a confusing creature storage sack for the penguin dinos. Okay, I'm going to have to check out this merch site. That is going to be so cool. It's also going to be a problem because it's going to be where a lot of my money goes. And that's dangerous. Because we need to be saving our money to buy big things like furniture. But lizard doggo teddies and the penguin dino storage sacks might be an essential expense. Who needs to worry about rent when you can have a lizard doggo? And we're halfway there now. I am really excited because this is my own office now, and this is an office that is dedicated purely to content creation. So I can decorate it however I want. Previously, I was streaming from my living room, and my partner also works from home. So when they were in a meeting and stuff, I couldn't stream. But now, if I have my own office, I can stream whenever I want to. They have so much stuff. I bet you'd like a Fix-It mini programmable keyboard. Oh, maybe. Although I do like the keyboard that I've currently got, because it's quite quiet for content. But yeah, I will definitely have to check out the Satisfactory shop. It's 4 buttons that you plug in with a USB. Like a Stream Deck, but like a little keyboard. That's intriguing. Yeah, so like a Stream Deck. Interesting. How much is it? If the price isn't in British money, in pounds, then that's fine. Just kind of tell me what it is in the currency, and we can do a kind of rough translation. $19 USD. Okay. That's not too bad. It's a lot cheaper than a Stream Deck. Well, I know what I'm doing after stream. That's exciting. But yeah, like at the moment I am giving content full time because I am in a fortunate enough position that my partner's income can more than cover what we need. what we need to survive. So that means I can give content my all, and yeah, the office helps a lot with that. So you'll be seeing a lot more content from me at the moment. I'm working towards daily shorts. I have daily shorts scheduled for the next 7 days, coming out on my TikTok, my YouTube, and my Instagram. But yeah, it also means I can stream a lot more. There will be a time at the end of the month where I'm going away on holiday, and I'll have shorts scheduled for then, but I obviously won't be streaming because I'll be away. I'll literally be away from keyboard, which is funny to think about. Right, let's get the plan up, and this one here. So this floor is going to be 32 meters in height to account for the refineries, and each one of these is 4, so I need 8 of these, and that's where the next floor is going to be, at the top. Go on, right there, and we can do that to go around where the elevator is going to be. And how do I get up there? Might need a ladder temporarily, so that I can make sure that all of this lines up nicely. And up here. So this is going to be the next logistics floor, which is going to deal with all of the iron ingots, and also get all the stuff ready for the next floor. And obviously our logistics floors will be changing as we add more hang on, let's just focus on this. Let's get that in there. And then we want an elevator floor stop here. Yeah, as we get more and more machines, the logistics floors will change. Let's call the elevator. And then we can name this floor floor 1.5. And edit 1.5 iron ingot logistics, and we want an icon, and what's a good icon for logistics? Because we've got this one for factory, so this is where like we're going to have all the machines. But what's a good one for like the logistics? Maybe the factory cart, and we can make this one. We'll just make the logistics floors multicolored. We can go a bit green. There we go. Okay, so now it's concrete time again. And how much do we have in our inventory? Not a lot. Let's get rid of the ladder. So let's head back down, and we will head to this floor, grab a drink, and now we can go get a load more concrete. It is going to be satisfying when we can tear all of this down. What time are we on? Okay. I'm just going to take all of that for now, because we are definitely going to need it. Oh, this is going to look so cool. I really like having the elevator there. Let's just get rid of that one, that wall, and that wall, and all of that. Oh, we need to get the elevator. And let's go up to that one. Oh, these elevators, I love them so much. Let's just zoop as much as we can. And let's go down this way. Apologies for all of the graphics and things on screen. Yeah, not a lot I can do about this. Could lower my graphic settings while we're building, but that seems a little bit pointless. Now, are we going to power this from the ceiling? It makes the most sense to power from the ceiling, but would it be neater to power from underneath? Oh, we've gone a bit too far. There we go. Yeah, I think we'll power from above because at the moment these are temporary. Makes a fun sound, all this zooping. I'm surprised my system can handle this. Zoop, zoop, zoop. Oh, it sounds like zoop. 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 Oh, that's funny. I like that. I don't know if that was the developer's intention, but every time that I zoop now, I am just hearing zoop, 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 zoop. Until that, and I mess up. Don't you think that this sounds like zoop? It does, yeah. Right, and then that can go along to there. And final bit. Okay, so this is the next logistics floor. Obviously, it's going to be, all of the floors are going to be dark for now until we get a reliable supply of quartz, because that's used for making silica, which I think is used for the lighting. Oh, this looks so small compared to what it's going to be. Let's get to the conveyor one. Okay, so we want a conveyor hole to be here, which is there. And this is going to be a little bit of a pain. And I hope this lines up. there. This is so tricky to line up. Right, let's see how close we are. If this is iron ingot, it's going to be 30, so mark 1 is fine. Well, that lines up. It's so weird having this, but there's no items in the machines yet. You can see we're using quite a few iron plates, so we are going to head on over back to our initial factory and yeah, load up with iron plates because we are going to need them. Somewhere over here, let's make sure we don't get launched into the air. Let's just take a few stacks. There we go. That should be good enough. Head back over to our iron factory. So this above this logistics floor, we will be making the wire, the iron rods, and the iron plates. So yeah, that's exciting. But we're a little bit of a way off there. Okay, so put this in. And we can just get rid of that floor hole there. Cool. So now we've just got to repeat this a few more times. And let's just get the hole in the right position there. I think that's good. Can you still hear the music, guys? Don't know if I can hear it. Yes, I can just about hear it. Hopefully you can hear it as well. Let's just have a stretch. Make sure you guys have a stretch and your back will thank you for it later on. I am excited for when I have redeems because stretch is going to be one of the redeems that I add into my stream. But I've got to hit affiliate before that. And while they have lowered the requirements, you still need at least 3 average viewers. And I guess that will happen with consistency. So when I get a sleep schedule, well, that's another issue. But when I get a streaming schedule and reliably stick to it, then hopefully kind of my channel will grow and people will know, oh, Clevprof will be live at this time, so I'll make sure to tune in. Because at the moment it's a bit sporadic. Something that I do want to try and do is once I've got consistently doing 1 stream a week, I will try and commit to doing a stream a week at a certain time. So kind of I'll need to maybe have like consistently stream once a week for, I don't know, 6 weeks or something. And then at that point I'll go, okay, so then every Tuesday, as an example, I will be streaming. But obviously at the moment, I'm still trying to settle into a routine, and yeah, my life is very kind of chaotic at the moment, having just moved house. So yeah, that's why I don't have a stream schedule quite yet. But yeah, after the holiday at the end of the month, then I will hopefully try and get to a point where I can consistently stream. And yeah, I'm excited for that. Obviously, at the moment, the best way to know when I'm live, well, there's multiple ways. You can give me a follow right here on Twitch, and make sure you have notifications turned on. Obviously, there is no pressure at all to do so. And other ways you can find out when I'm live is you can join my Discord, do !Discord in the chat, or click the link in the About panel below, and then you can join my Discord, and there's an announcements channel in there. It does notify you any time that I post on YouTube or on or go live on Twitch. And something I think I might do in the future is separate those out so that people can get streaming alerts and people can get YouTube alerts. And we've run out of iron plates again. Let's just get rid of this floor hole. On the topic of the About section, I have spent a fair amount of time recently working on the About section below my my stream. It was just one panel before, and now hopefully it looks a lot better. I've got lots of different panels under there. I've got an About section, I've got my socials. So yeah, if you're wondering who I am, like you've clicked onto me and you're just like, oh, who is this person? Then my name is Clevprof. I am a non-binary content creator, and yeah, just read the About section below my stream. I put it a lot better than I could, which is such a funny sentence to say. So yeah. Also, if you're watching on the VOD, feel free to head on over to my Twitch page, give me a follow, turn on notifications, all that good stuff. There is no pressure whatsoever. I am doing streaming because I enjoy it. I just like exploring new things, and yeah, I really want to play with redeems at some point in the future. I'm sure it will come. As long as I, like, keep at it, it's got to come eventually. I just want to be able to add things like a hydrate reminder, and, like, a stretch reminder, and a posture check, and things. I've talked before about what I want. My music stopped. Let's just load this. And let's just pick a random song and put my music back down there. Yeah, I've talked before about what kind of redeems I would like. So, yeah, I think I've made a few shorts about that as well, and because I've moved a tab, everything else has now moved. There we go. And let's get this open here. And okay. So this is this floor complete, I think. Oh, apart from power. So where are we going to put power? If I take this off, it's a lot easier to see. You want it somewhere maybe along here. Let's just put them... Let's grab a power line and put it there. And we'll just go all the way along. Doesn't need to be super neat at the moment because all of these smelters are temporary. Okay, so then can power you. Let's go to the closest one that we can. Yep, that one would go to there. That one connects to that one. And then we can connect that one into there. And this can come along. And we can connect that up to there. And then we just need to set the recipes ready for when we have iron coming in. So let's Control C. And we just need to paste into each one. If you didn't know about this with Satisfactory, you can use Control C and Control V to copy and paste the configuration. So I'm just pasting it all as iron ingots, and it's a lot easier than going into the interface and selecting what you want, especially later on. I should be using blueprints for something like this, but yeah, I didn't. I mean, I did use blueprints, but I didn't configure it. Why are you not? Oh, because I haven't connected all the power together. So, let's do... Oh, I haven't powered any of these yet. Do we create a power thing for this? A blueprint? I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure we can just... there's not that many. When we've got 137 refineries here, I think I'll definitely create a power blueprint. Oh, what have I done? I've made two. Let's just go with that one. It's hard with the because you like the light helps you see where they are, but it's a bit too bright. Unless anyone knows of any way to change the brightness in the game, the torch brightness, that is. Obviously, you can change the whole game brightness, but I think we're managing. And then we will need to go. Where is it? It is there. So how do we line this up? that good? Or do we need to... I think that's it. And that's lined up there. So then we can connect the power. I got the power. Okay. That should... Oh, and then we've got to connect each machine into it. God, power's a pain. That's another good thing for a t-shirt. Lots of songs popping into my head today. Yep. Let's do it that way. That can go up to there. I know they're not the same, but we will make them the same. Oh, that's annoying. Let's undo that one and get a power connection down to there. And then up there. Okay, so now we should just be able to continue pasting. There we go. God, it is so warm today. Okay. We're nearly halfway there with power. Well, we are halfway there with power. I wish I could just kind of select all of that and just copy, paste, copy, paste. In hindsight, a blueprint would have been better, but we live and learn. And yes, it annoys me that they're not connected the same way each time. In fact, that's annoying me so much that I'm going to do that. Okay, so that's the same. That's the same. And that's the same. Are they in different places? How could that be? No, they are lined up. Okay. It was just one of them that was off. Okay. And we want to put it there. I really want blueprints for this, but by the time I've set up a blueprint, I could probably be done. So it's just like one of those kind of sunken fallacy things where you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't, because I guess having that blueprint would be good for later on, and that is the benefit of blueprints. But at this point, I just want this floor complete, so I think like that. Maybe which way was this one connecting? That wasn't going back up to there. Okay, and then this one and the next one go to that one. Don't know why I'm fussing so much over making this one look so neat, because it's temporary. It's not staying here. But it does make it look a lot nicer when everything is neat. Oh, and power that from there. And it's gonna go there. So let's connect that one up. And we go through and we paste. 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 Paste doesn't seem like a real word anymore. Paste. Paste. And paste. And then we've just got to do that once more. Yep. Is that right? Okay. Is that all of them? Yes. So it's 221, 211. Two. Two. One. Two. One. One. Definitely getting a lot quicker now. And that is... I'm just trusting that that lines up. Cool. And then we just paste for the final time on this floor. This is telling me a lot about how we're going to build this floor when we get refineries and pure iron. I'm definitely going to use blueprints with the recipe already configured and power already sorted. Right. There you go. They are all yellow. Obviously they're not green because they don't have the ingredients yet. But that is this floor done. And we are just going to take a moment away from the factory and we are going to just have a quick look at unlocking the hover pack. I don't know if that's an option, but for building this factory, having that hover pack would be insanely helpful. Obviously we've got a jetpack, but the hover pack allows you to just go off electricity, which is going to be really helpful. And I don't think it is this one. It's going to be in phase 7. That's annoying. What time are we on? We're on... Okay. Let's check our lizard doggos. Oh, more aluminium. And some cable. Thank you. So I think we are probably going to end it here. I've been streaming for almost 3 hours and yeah, my brain hurts. So yeah, and it's stupidly hot in my office right now. And I think we've just got to a pretty good point. We've done the first floor of the iron factory. Hopefully the next floors will be a lot simpler because I'll know exact positioning and we will use blueprints. I might spend some time just kind of away from stream, but in this world, kind of making those blueprints. Unless that is something that you guys want to see us do together. Maybe next stream could be creating some of the blueprints and then working on the next floor. Yeah, that actually sounds like a bit of a better idea. So yeah, I am going to be ending it here, guys. I hope you have enjoyed the stream. I certainly have, and I hope you and thank you very much for bearing with me for a very kind of technical stream. And yeah, when my brain and body have been melting. So yeah, the best way to know when I am live until I get a proper schedule is to hit that follow button and make sure that notifications are turned on. Alternatively, there is a channel in my Discord where you can be notified for when I upload on YouTube or when I stream. And additionally, you can follow me on Blue Sky and I post when I am live then. But I am also available on other social medias. I post vertical videos, so shorts, reels, and TikToks onto, well, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts. And you can find clips from streams in there. I upload my full VODs. Every VOD that I've ever done is available on my YouTube channel. Just go to youtube.com/Clevprof or type !socials in the chat right now. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, well, you're already here. Hit that subscribe button and yeah, make sure you stick around for future content. It does take about 48 hours for the VODs to get processed because I do trim them down. So yeah, this VOD will probably be up on Friday, but just a heads up that tomorrow we are having our internet upgraded. I know the dreaded words, having an internet person around again because of the headache that we had last time, but hopefully this will mean that we have equal upload and download speed, which would be insane. So yeah, hopefully this VOD will go out on Friday. If you're seeing this on YouTube, obviously it's already here. And yeah, I think that is all of my social medias. I do have a Discord server. It's not just for announcements, but obviously my community is quite small at the moment. So it's just a kind of general channel, and yeah, that's the best way to reach out and contact me. Or you can send me a message on Blue Sky, or DM me, or leave a comment. Any of those things I check pretty much daily. So yeah. We are going to end it there. Let's see who is live that we can raid. We'll have Clevprof raid as our raid message. And is there anyone that's currently doing Satisfactory that I follow? Nope. So I want to keep you in the same category if I can. So we are going to try and find someone. Same category. Oh, it's always hard to find. And let's just see who I'm following and see if there's... See who we can send you on over to. We'll keep you with Satisfactory if we can. So if I do that, and... Oh, this is so difficult. I am going to send you on over to the 8 of Spades 3693. They're a small streamer. I don't know who they are, so might not be PG like me, but head on over to them. I will start the raid and we will have Clevprof raid as our raid message. Show them some love. They've only got 1 viewer at the moment, so yeah, hopefully we make their day. Looks like they're working on trains in Satisfactory, so yeah, let's send you on over. Bye guys.